UFC MMA guys, coming to you this week with our full card breakdown for Whittaker versus Aliskerov. Guys, it's kind of a whatever main event, but at least this shit didn't get canceled. There are definitely some good fights on this card which bring it back, and it's in the middle of the day, so if it sucks, you can still do some shit afterwards.
Yeah, like you can still run it with the boys. Like you can, it's a pretty good timing for the US fans, but it was supposed to be Whittaker Chimaev. I was low-key like really hyped for that matchup because like I was gonna take Whittaker for that. I thought he was gonna be able to stop the takedowns and then eventually in the later rounds probably find either a KO or just dominate the later rounds because Chimaev's gasses out all the time because he has long COVID and apparently it's just fucking him up every time he's supposed to fight.
4 canceled fights.
Yeah, so hopefully he fucking retires. Like, it sucks because, like, he was definitely an entertaining fighter, but I'd rather, like, see an entertainer fighter just, like, retire and live his life than try to fight and then fucking die or some shit. Like, that would suck. But it's Whittaker Aliskerov now, boys, and we don't even need to really... We'll get into that later. But starting off the card, we've got Xiao versus Huli.
Boys, what are we really supposed to say about this? This is basically an extension of the road to UFC. That's each of these guys' last wins. You know, they're fighting each other, so it's honestly kind of like a coin flip because they're only about as good as the other one is. So, I mean, I don't even know. What are the names again?
Xiao versus Huli.
Let's go Xiao.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, I might as well just pull out a quarter and just fucking flip that shit. Like, I don't really know, like, I'm sorry, boys, I don't know shit about these Asian guys from the road to UFC who are just fighting even shittier Asian guys that don't mean anything in the realm of the MMA world, boys. Like, you can't trust these road to UFC guys to be any good when they actually get to the UFC.
And Jekka Sergey made me realize that.
Yeah, holy fuck. Like, let's not even get started on that because we would be here for a whole hour just getting on Weston Wilson and Jekka Sergey for that on last week's card. But let's not spend too much time on this fucking fight. Xiao. Up next, we've got Magomed Godzi Sola versus Brinson Robero. I'm going Magomed, boys. Brinson Robero is a little fucked. I'm going to say that right now.
He got knocked out by
Mingyang Zhang. What the hell? You're getting knocked out by some random ass Asian guy? And I swear to God, if there's anybody in the comments typing, bro, you need to watch your fights. Mingyang Zhang is actually pretty good. Like, that guy is a fucking idiot. You should not be getting KO'd by that guy.
Guy's head looks like a fucking Lego piece.
Alright, next up on the card, we got Muin Gafurov versus...
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Who the fuck is Gafurov?
Guys, like, I can't even, can't even get on these fights because of how shitty this card is. Muin Gafurov versus Kwang Hong Kwang.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Kwang Hong Kong. I'm going with the other guy, bro. I might take.
Wait, hold on, bro.
I'm taking Goof.
Hold on.
But peep the other guy. Keep Gong Gong Yang or whatever.
No! Both of these guys lost to John Castaneda, boys. What the fuck?
I might go Goffov or whatever the fuck his name is.
Muin Gafurov's last win was a KO over Diego Silva in the LFA, boys. What the fuck? How are we supposed to...
I've gotta go Goffov.
Kwang Ho Kong is 36.
I'm going Gafurov.
I'm going Gafurov, boys. Don't bet on any of the last 3 fights. We're moving on. Renat, alright, finally a decent fight. Renat Fakharov, whatever that fucking guy's name is. Renat versus Nicholas Doby. Boys, I'm going Renat here.
Nicholas Doby is 39.
Nicholas Doby's 39, fighting at fucking welterweight. He's not a prospect, boys. This guy's close to going to their fucking retirement home at this point. Renat, like, he's on a nice winning streak. Like, he shows up in the octagon and he runs it. He's not, I wouldn't say like he's like a great fighter. Like, he has a shot at the title. This guy's nowhere close.
Because he's finishing Kevin Lee.
This guy's nowhere close to being a title contender, but he's definitely better than the Danish dynamite, Nicholas Doby. I'll say that right now.
I didn't even know that was his shit, bro. The Danish dynamite.
The Danish old guy who's about to get knocked out.
Dynamite.
Next up on the card at 155, we've got Nasrat Haqparast versus Jared Gordon. You go ahead and start this one, bro.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go Jared Gordon in this. I just don't see how you can pick Nasrat Haqparast to win a fight.
Any fight. How are you sitting there thinking, Nasrat Haqparast has got this? Guys, Jared Gordon, don't get me wrong, Jared Gordon is not a good fighter whatsoever, but he definitely won the fight against Paddy Pimblett, and he honestly had good moments against Bobby Green, and Nasrat Haqparast would not have any good moments against Bobby Green. He would get knocked the fuck out. So I'm going Jared Gordon here. Nasrat Haqparast, the lightweight version of Kelvin Gastelum, the shittier version of Kelvin Gastelum. This guy sucks. I can't even think back, remember a time that he won a fight. If I'm being honest, in this moment, I can't even.
He knocked out Jamie Malarkey in his last W.
Jamie Malarkey, boys. That's all I need to say. I don't need to say anything else. Jamie Malarkey was his last knockout win.
Guys, when was the last time a lightweight big fight fell out and you thought, oh, it would be so dope if Nasrat Haqparast stepped in? Guys, never. He's just like an extra guy in that division. He sucks. Jared Gordon's not that great either, but guys, I just feel like Jared Gordon knows he's at the end of his career, and if now's the time for him to do some shit, it's against Haqparast as an underdog.
Yeah, Jared Gordon's an underdog, so if you guys want to sprinkle a little bit of money on Jared Gordon, I wouldn't advise against that. That's a hot underdog in my opinion on this card, and there's some potential money to be made. Next up on the card, we've got Shara Bullet versus Joyton Lutterbach from Brazil, 38-10, stepping in on short notice. This guy's making his debut in the UFC. I just don't know how you can pick Lutterbach in this, boys. This fight is made for Shara Bullet to win. Shara Bullet was fucking up Bruno Silva.
He was getting taken down and still winning the fight. That guy is not going out without a fight, bro. He was on the ground and he was still throwing shit.
Yeah, I like Shara Bullet. Lutterbach is not taken down. Lutterbach is a kickboxer. He's not.
What do you like, Orville Redenbacher or some shit?
Yeah, like a popcorn brain. This guy's not taking down Shara Bullet. If anything, we might see Shara Bullet shoot on fucking Lutterbach in this fight. I mean, and this guy was training. He wasn't even training for MMA. Before this, he was training for some kickboxing or karate shit. This guy's not gonna beat Shara Bullet, boys, and he's not supposed to win this fight.
Guys, this is tailor-made for Shara Bullet to get a highlight. They want to promote this guy because he's from Dagestan and he's got the weird eye and shit. They want this guy to be promotable, so they're trying to give him fights he can finish.
Yeah, and he's kind of raw. He didn't the Bruno Silva fight. I wish he did a little bit more in that fight. Got a knockout or something, but he's definitely beating Lutterbach, bro. Bruno Silva would destroy this guy. Actually, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I might take that back, but definitely Shara Bullet in this one, boys. Next up on the card, we got Kelvin Gastelum versus D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez.
Guys, I'm going Kelvin Gastam in this. I mean, I know his last fight at welterweight was kind of a flop. We picked him against Sean Brady. Shame on us. But, like, he's still pretty young. He's 32. And I really do feel like when he got a taste of, like, a title shot against Adesanya, I think he still has a lot of life left. And he's, like, actually trying to be something in that division. So
Yeah.
I would definitely have to take him. Like, D-Rod's not a bad fighter. I actually kind of like him.
Yeah, I respect D-Rod.
Like, he's got a fun fighting style, but, like, I just can't see him beating Kelvin Gastam because Kelvin Gastam could also take him down if he wanted to. It's not likely that they're going to grapple, but, I mean, guys, Kelvin Gastam's been around for a lot longer. He's a lot younger. I feel like he's a lot hungrier. Like, he has a chance in the UFC. D-Rod is, like, on his way out. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with Gastam.
Kelvin Gastam has decent showings. Like, he definitely didn't win any of these fights that I'm about to mention, but he had decent showings against Adesanya, Cannonier, like Whittaker. Like, those types of guys are way, way better fighters than this fucking guy, like, than fucking D-Rod. Like, I like D-Rod, no disrespect. He's swinging, but Kelvin Gastelum is definitely the better fighter in this, so I'm going Kelvin Gastelum. On to the co-main event of the card, Sergey Pavlovich versus Alexander Volkov. I know that Pavlovich just lost to Aspinall, but in my opinion, Aspinall is the best heavyweight out there right now. He's better than John Jones. He's better than Cyril Gane. He's better than Curtis Blades.
He's better than Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, Stipe is like fucking 40 plus at this point in his career.
42 or 43 maybe.
Yeah, some old shit, but Tom Aspinall is the best guy in the division, and Sergey Pavlovich was on a nasty run. Like, people were hyping him up. Like, he's definitely a nasty fighter and dangerous. Volkov, like, he's been around the division for a long time.
He's never really made it anywhere.
Yeah, like, beating Tai Tuivasa. What does that mean at this point? Tai Tuivasa just fucking lost to Marcin Tybura. Like,
Big whoop.
big whoop.
Fuck Tai Tuivasa.
Jesus, boy, like, he let us down so much. Like, I love Tai Tuivasa.
4 times in a row now he's let us down.
It's just a sad sight to see. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's buying Taco Bell 12-pack tacos in the locker room right before he's
While
walking
he's
out.
like getting gloved up, you see it in the background.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me with that guy? People are putting money on him and he's eating tacos minutes before the fight. Oh my god, don't even get me started on him. But I'm going Pavlovich to catch Volkov on the chin, knock him out.
Guys, I think that Pavlovich can, like, if he rips the body, it's game over.
Yeah.
Like, I know Volkov's a bit taller, but if Pavlovich just goes in like a bull in a china shop and just starts throwing, I feel like he can definitely catch Volkov.
Pavlovich needs to back him up against the fence and just unleash flurries of punches on Volkov, and he's going out. That's all he needs to do to win this. He just needs to get him up, like, put the pressure on, and he'll win this fight. But
on to the main event.
Main event, boys.
Whittaker and Aliskerov. Guys, I'm going Bobby Knuckles in this.
Ikram Aliskerov, like, don't get me wrong, he doesn't suck. He's definitely a good fighter. Like, he's on a roll in the UFC so far, but Whittaker is far beyond
He's battle tested in that bitch.
Any of the opponents Aliskerov has faced. He is like miles ahead of them. And Whittaker, I know Aliskerov had like 2 fights scheduled before this that fell through, and then they had him. He was supposed to fight Anton Tricoli last card, and we picked him to fuck that guy up. But that's Anton Tricoli. This is Robert Whittaker, like,
not the Reaper Whittaker.
Not the Reaper. And boys, if Robert Whittaker loses this,
I can't fuck with him anymore.
we just gotta admit he sucks. Like, there's no justification. There's no justification for him losing this fight. And we can be like, oh wait, I mean, he still has some fight left in him. Like, it would be
When a
one
guy's
thing.
stepping up on short notice and you're losing, bro. No.
It would be one thing if it was Whittaker Chimaev and Chimaev took him down and submitted him. Like, I could still talk to myself and be like, well, he got taken down and submitted. Like, he still might be able to run in against people like Cannonier in a rematch, or like Vittori in a rematch, or like, no. If you lose to Aliskerov, bro, please.
He's not ranked. He's never went 5 rounds in his life. Guys, we gotta go Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, we gotta go Robert Whittaker here, boys. I was gonna pick Robert Whittaker to beat Chimaev. I think he'll destroy. We might honestly see Bobby Knuckles finally get a fucking knockout in this one, boys. Like, I honestly can see Aliskerov starting to gas out in the later rounds, in the championship rounds, and Whittaker just running his jab, high kick combo on his ass and knocking him out.
Yeah, guys, I just feel like Aliskerov still has some stuff to prove. I picked him against the bottom of the barrel and Anton Tokoli.
The very bottom of the fucking barrel.
But yeah, guys, we gotta go Robert Whittaker this weekend.
Yeah, boys, and hey, this was a pretty quick breakdown compared to our usual ones, but there's not really much to say with these fights. Like, a lot of these fights were pretty, like, I feel like a lot of these are pretty obvious winners. And knowing the fucking MMA gods, we're gonna come back in the recap eating our words in this fight, because some bullshit's about to happen and we're about to get predictions wrong, because that's just how MMA works. But fuck it, this is who we're picking, and based off our knowledge, we're going with this shit. We're not backing down, and we're gonna cook up a parlay, and hopefully it hits. If not, 303, we're about to go crazy on that shit, boys. Like, we already have some things cooked up for that card, some videos planned out. It's about to be some money making season.
Yeah, boys, stay tuned for 303 and the content. And this was it for Ikram Aliskerov versus Robert Whittaker, boys. GC MMA out.